Atmaarpana Stuthi, otherwise known as Unmattha Panchaa Shath. After Adi Sankara, there was a great scholar and an interpreter of Advaita Philosophy known as Appayya Dikshitar. He lived around the 15th century and belonged to a place in Sautarka district of Tamil Nadu. He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva and has composed many hymns on Shiva. Once he felt that he has to put himself to a test as to whether his devotion to Lord Shiva was indeed true. He thought, suppose I become insane, will my mouth utter the name of Lord Shiva? If that be so, then it must be real. So he embarked on an experiment. He made a paste of Datura seeds. These seeds are poisonous and, if taken in, will make a person insane. He also prepared an antidote to this poison. He called his disciples. He gave them the poisonous paste and the antidote. He told them to give him the first portion for a week and write down whatever he said in that state of mind. After recording this, they have to give after a week the antidote that would bring him back to normalcy. Indeed, it was a remarkable experiment to find out how serious he was about Shiva. The experiment started. The disciples recorded what he said during that time. It was a hymn on Lord Shiva consisting of 50 verses. This is known as Atmaarpana Stuthi, otherwise known as Unmattha Panchaa Shath. Panchaa Shath means 50 and Unmattha means one who has lost his mind. So it is 50 verses composed during the period when he lost his mind. It is said that the two states of mind that remain pure are that of a child and that of an insane person. Dikshitar felt that in the state of losing his mind, if he spoke things that have nothing to do with Shiva, then his devotion was imperfect and that he needed to do more work and penance. If his devotion was perfect, then he should be still meditating on Shiva, even though he had temporarily become deranged. Listen to this, one of his most beautiful hymns in praise of Lord Shiva. I have divided this into 5 sections, each containing 10 verses. This is the second section dealing with verses 11 to 20. In verses 11 to 20, Dikshitar says like this: having thus committed so many kinds of transgressions arising from this mundane existence, I cannot cross over this ocean of sorrow except through your grace. Tormented by this transmigratory existence, I now take refuge in you, the dispeller of the disease of samsara. I surrender myself to you. committing thousands of sins every moment. I have become dumb by shame. Yet I pray to you shamelessly. One can become free from all sins incurred during worldly life if one fixes his mind on your lotus feet at the moment of death. But at the time of my death, if my mind is afflicted by the three evils, namely those arising from one's own body, those arising from surroundings, and those arising from acts of God, like earthquake, flood, etc., and becomes devoid of consciousness, how will that be possible for me to do? Further, at the time of death, when all my limbs have become weak and my relatives cry uncontrollably out of affection for me, even if I am conscious, how can I concentrate my mind on you, since I would be distracted by so many obstructions? So I surrender myself at your lotus feet now itself. Being without any other means, I take a refuge in you alone. I have to submit before you the fact that I am your servant, O Lord Shiva. I am despairing without any means of escape. There is nothing else that I have to submit before you, O Lord. Out of compassion, kindly accept the surrender of this miserable one. Ullangyaඥam udupatikala chudate vishwavandyah tyaktyacharah pashuvadadhuna muktalajjascharami evam nana vidabhavatati prapta dirgha paradah klesham bodhim katamahamrute tvatprasadattareyam kshamyasyeva tvamiha karuna sagara krishnamagah samsarotham girishasabhaya prarthanadainyamatra yadyapyevam pratikalamaham yaktamaha sahasram kurvanmukah katamiva tata nistrava prarthayeyam sarvam ksheptum prabhavajanaha samspriti praptamagah chetasvasa prashamasamaye tvatpadabje nidhaya tasmin kale yadi mama mano nathadoshatrayartam prajnahinam purahara bhavet tatkatham me ghatet pranotkrant yadikaradalat sandhibande sharire premavesha prasaradhyamita kandite bandhuvarge antaprajnam api shiva bhajan antarayir anantaihi aviddoham tvayi katamimam arpayishyami buddhim adyaiva tvat padanalinayor arpayam yantaratmanne atmanam me sahaparikarai adrikanyadhinath naham bodhum shivatava padam nakriya yogacharya कर्तुः शक्नोम्यनितरगतिः केवलं त्वां प्रपद्ये यस्रष्टारं निखिलजगतां निर्ममे पूर्वमीशः तस्मै वेदानदितसकलान् यश्च साकं पुराणैः तं त्वामाद्यं गुरुमहमसावात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् संसारार्तः शरणमधुना पार्वतीशं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मादीन् यस्मरहर पशून् मोहपाशेन बद्ध्वा सर्वानेकश्चिदचिददैकः कारयित्वात्मकृत्यम् यश्चैतेषु स्वपदशरणान् विद्यया मोचयित्वा सान्द्रानन्दं गमयति परं धाम तं त्वां प्रपद्ये भक्ताज्ञानां कथमपि परैः यो चिकित्स्याममर्त्यैः संसाराख्यां शमयति रुजं स्वात्मबोधौषधेन तं सर्वाधीश्वर भवमहादीर्घतीव्रामयेन क्लिष्टोऽहं त्वां वरद शरणं यामि संसारवैद्यम् ध्यातो यत्नाद्विजितकरणैः योगिभिर्यो विमुग्यः तेभ्यः प्राणोत्क्रमणसमये सन्निधायात्मनैव तद्व्याचष्टे भवभयहरं तारकं ब्रह्मदेवः तं सेवेऽहं गिरिशसततं ब्रह्मविद्यागुरुं त्वाम् दासोऽस्मीति त्वयि शिव मया नित्यसिद्धं निवेद्यं जानास्येतत् त्वमपि यदहं निर्गतिः सम्भ्रमामि नास्त्येवान्यन् मम किमपि ते नाथ विज्ञापनीयम् कारुण्यान्मे शरणवरणं दीनवृत्तेर्गृहान् This hymn is also available as an audio book. The link for this audio book is given in the description part of this presentation.